Alright, time to answer some questions submitted by people on Patreon. If you want to submit questions for a future video, my Patreon is patreon.com/ProZD. It's $1 a month if you want to help support the channel, and you can contribute to videos like this. Alright, let's see what you guys sent in. How long will you wait for a season 4 before you decide to read the Chihu manga? I'm holding off for as long as I can, because if it ever does happen, I don't want to know what happens, and I want to just watch it completely, like, blind. However, the only way I would actually... not only way. I'm most likely to read the manga if it starts getting a physical English release. I know there is an English release for, like ebook or something like that, but if they ever did, like, a nice physical release of the manga, I would start reading the manga. So that would be what would get me to read it. Otherwise, I'm willing to wait. I'm gonna hold out for a miracle. If your cats weren't cats, what animals would they be personality-wise? Effie would be she's very gentle and skittish. She's like a deer. And then Sophie, she likes to bite. She's a little piranha. I'd say those are... but piranhas aren't really affectionate. Is there like a bitey animal that's affectionate? I don't know. I'm gonna say piranha though. How's Mama Cho doing? So she's doing great. Actually, she accomplished something recently that I was very proud of. My mom has always been, she's always had a fear of the water. Her oldest sibling drowned before she was born, and so she's always had this fear of drowning in the water, and she has never known how to swim. But in recent years, she finally decided, I'm going to learn how to swim. So she started taking, like, lessons, and she started sending me, like, videos of, like, her progress, and now she can swim a full pool length on her own, and she can just, she can swim. She can straight up swim. And that is so genuinely inspiring to me. The thing I'm starting to do, literally today, actually, after doing this video, is I was like, you know, you learn how to swim, I should learn how to speak Korean. Like, I can understand a lot of Korean, but I can't really speak it very well. So starting today, I'm going to start taking lessons with her to try to learn to speak conversational Korean well. That is my goal. So, yeah, she really inspired me. She continues to inspire me, and I'm very, very proud of her. So she's doing great. Would you ever get any tattoos, and if so, of what? Probably the only reason I would get tattoos is maybe tiny little black cat ones for Effie and Sophie. I'm not someone who's interested in tattoos. My wife loves tattoos. She has so many of them. I'm not interested, but maybe if... I don't want to think about my cats passing, but if they ever... not if they ever... when they eventually pass, maybe I'll consider getting, like, a little black cat or something, but... I don't know. That would be the only thing I could think of. Otherwise, I'm not interested. I know that you've seen Lupon III, Castle of Cagliostro. Have you seen any other Lupon III entries or series? And what are your thoughts on Lupon III overall? I think Lupon's great. I really like it. Let me pull up my watch list. I've seen an okay amount. I've seen Lupon III the First, which I really liked. I've seen Lupon, the 2 Lupin versus Detective Conan specials. One of them was good, one of them wasn't. The Woman Called Fujiko Mine, very good show. There's a bunch of specials in that universe, like Fujiko Mine's Lie, Goemon's Blood Spray, that one was really good. Jigen's Gravestone, also good. So from what I've seen, it's not a lot, but I've always enjoyed it, but I definitely intend on watching more in the future. But, I mean, the characters are super sexy, it's just fun adventures. I love Lupin. If you were cursed to only read one manga series ever again for the rest of your life, which one would you choose? This is an interesting question. A couple factors to consider. Any manga where there's an anime version is out, so, you know, something like Fullmetal Alchemist, I do think the manga is the most superior way to experience it, but Brotherhood exists, I can scratch that itch, right? My gut says Yotsuba. Yotsuba is probably my favorite manga, and it's about, what, 14 volumes or something, and maybe, I think we're getting another one at some point. It's just extremely, it's like the definition of comfort food. It's really funny, really slice of life, really cozy. I can just read that stuff over and over again. So if I had to choose only one manga for the rest of my life, I think Yotsuba would be a good pick. It's like Calvin and Hobbes to me. It's like I want to read Calvin and Hobbes over and over. I want to read Yotsuba over and over. It's on that same level, and that's a high compliment coming from me. What's a food you could eat and never get tired of? Rice. Any sort of like rice with eggs, rice with banchan, rice with meat, like Like, when I visit my family and my mom cooks and I just eat Korean food every day and just have rice with kalbi, rice with, you know, this and that, I could eat that forever. So, because there are foods I love, but eventually you'll get tired of it because they're so rich or whatever. But rice is just the perfect accompaniment to just so many things. It's great. I loved you in the one-shot campaign you did on Critical Role, so I was wondering, would you ever consider being part of another actual play RP if the opportunity arose? Sure, yeah, I mean, I would love to do that. I know my wife really, like, her dream is for me to be on Dimension 20. I have no idea if that would ever happen. I'd be happy to do it if they wanted me. Critical Role was a really lovely experience. I would definitely do it again. The answer is yes. I've done it a few times, and I've always had a really good time doing it. Even though it's not something I necessarily seek out in my free time, just doing it with really fun, talented folk, it's a good time. So the answer is yes. If anyone would want me to be on, sure. You mentioned you've been enjoying playing through entire series like Fire Emblem or Dragon Quest. I was wondering if you knew of any more series you'd like to do that with. Let's see. Super Mario. So my current goals are, besides the mainline Fire Emblems and Dragon Quests, every Super Mario mainline platformer, every Final Fantasy except the MMOs, every Yakuza game, every Zelda game I would like to play at some point. That's all I can think of off the top of my head. If you guys have any recommendations for series that you think are really fun or rewarding to play through, I am open to suggestions, but those are the ones that come to mind for goals of mine of wanting to play through the entire lists. If audience people want you to play a game on ProZD Plays, but it's digital only, can we gift it to you somehow via Steam or something else? So for those of you who don't know, I have a Let's Play channel, ProZD Plays Games. Go check it out in the description. It's my favorite YouTube channel. My Let's Play channel, ProZD Plays Games. I love it. We don't do Steam games. We mainly focus on console games. Some people have sent like Nintendo Switch gift cards and asking us to buy a certain game. That we're open to. But Steam games we generally don't really play because we don't really have a good setup for that. So anything that's like a PlayStation 5 code or a Nintendo Switch code, that is much more likely for us to play it. People send us games all the time to my P.O. box, and I still open up stuff on P.O. box videos on the Let's Play channel, so go check it out. If at least one new person watching this video subscribes to that channel, I would be very happy. Alright, that was all the questions for this video. If you want to submit questions for a future video, my Patreon is patreon.com/ProZD. There's a link down there. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.